off because I'm vulnerable. And this one is particularly precious because this woman has known me for 20 years. And she even winks. You can see her adding fuel to the fire by saying that, you know, using the word dangerous. And, you know, I can't hate the police for, anyway, I'm just going to play it from its entirety now. I got cut off the last time.
The man that was...
And actually, I just want to say that, at the end of this, I cower away. I was scared, and, but you don't know what to do. Like, should I stay and make sure the cop knows that it's not what she's implying? Or should I run with my tail between my legs because I also don't, you know, want her to have the reason that I'm just egging her on? This was a matter of like a 5-minute thing where she walked into the store while I was talking to Mike the electrician with his 2 children sitting at a table talking about trying to put a heating system in the health club down in Elmsford because I was so desperately trying to salvage what Jane Karsh at Bikram Yoga Yorktown had destroyed for me. And Peggy's husband had lent me at least $200 for insurance when I tried to teach at the Episcopal Church. And I think she might have been angry about that. And, you know, Michael, again, is an old friend who used to call me Reina Fattini. I mean, you know, the neighbor down the street. You know each other from Stingray bicycles. And so, you know, this puts racism, the issue of racism, to bed once and for all. Racism is not the problem. It's a general hatred and stupidity where people who are vulnerable for whatever reason... All right, I'm getting off track here. Just play the video.
Exactly, you don't know. So are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're just grabbing the camera. This is going on TV, Peggy. This is going on TV. You're calling the police?
Permission to tape me.
I'm outside. I'm in a public place. You're publicly embarrassing me as I'm talking to a guy about a heating system to set up a business because I'm poor,
You know,
and I don't have any money.
I could have called the police station, but I'm calling 911. It's not a terrible emergency, but I would like a policeman to come down to the...
Actually, I have to say that when I got the police report from Yorktown, at this point, that would have been about 6 months before this. I got it around February, I think, 2007. This is September 2007. So the first person I talked to about that Yorktown police report that Jane Karsh wrote, that's at callthepolice.com, was Michael Grant, her husband. So they knew what Jane Karsh had done to me. And so can you imagine? She knew I had just come home a couple months before from Hawaii, from the yoga training, from the scholarship. I was so healthy. All the cancer scare, all the obesity, all the hypertension, all this gone. Anyway, I'm gonna run out of time. The point is, she knew that I was already, and they knew about the police beating. I babysat for them in 94, and I lasted about a week, and everything was fine, except I made the mistake of telling Michael about the beating in 1993 by Deborah Moore. And the next day they called me over at Mary's house. She's the one with the statue of Mary on the skateboard. And there was a message left. I'm sure I have a recording of it somewhere where she, you know, said, oh, we're going to have someone else in the family do it. I think Martha was going to do it, and she lived downstairs, which might have made sense. And but it was, you know, the timing. It was right after I told them I'd been beaten, and I was really traumatized by that. So, and I would understand that, you know, if I seemed a little freaky and they didn't want me, you know, freaking out the kids, if they, not that I would have, but if that's what they felt, you know, that's their right, that's fine. But my point is that was 20 years before, and they knew, you know, 15, 16 years before, they knew what I'd been through. You know, these are people from my past, and look at how she winks, how she exaggerates, leads the police to really wonder if I'm a dangerous person. Now imagine if something like this happens to someone, you know, that really is psycho. And I'm not enjoying a minute of this. I'm salvaging all that I have. I am, at this moment, declaring myself a recording artist.
I have a woman who I need to speak to about an issue, who is now filming me.
outside, which is legal.
She has been filming customers in the store, and a customer complained about it.
So calling
She's
911.
right outside of...
I'm also going to take a moment to just point out that I go into this place every day for years. I talked to Michael about the plans for this place in '94 when I was babysitting for them. Please get couches, Michael. I don't know if the show Friends had come out yet, but it was like, you know, totally the classic coffee shop, like Mad Hatter's, you know, Alice in Wonderland kind of shit. And I don't even know if Starbucks had turned that. Whatever. And okay, point. I walked into this shop after being up at the dam where this guy, just after this guy had, his dog was off the leash. Mine is too all the time. I don't mind about that. But he has pit bulls and they came after my dog. And I just whistled. I got him off the dog and just calmed the fight down. It was all fine. But this guy, even after that, and there was a witness. I don't know the guy's name, but he was down there, some car. If you ever see this, you know what I'm talking about. The guy starts kicking at my dog. And I went totally peekskill on him. I mean, I'm talking like, it just made no sense that, you know, my baby, my dog, like, why would you kick my dog, who's this, like, goofy little skinny dog? The guy was out of control. Anyway, so I have his picture. He was smiling in the picture with his girlfriend, like, like egging on. And I walked into the Black Cow. I showed Roger the picture of the guy, and I said, have you ever seen this guy before? Because he was out of control. I didn't call the police. Oh, guess why I didn't call the police? Does anyone see the pattern here? I try to figure this stuff out myself. And I don't do anything crazy. I asked a friend who I see every day for years, have you ever seen this guy? Because everybody in Croton comes into the Black Cow. You might have seen this guy. No, Roger says. I've never seen him before. The guy walks in right after me. And if Roger has a soul or a conscience, he will, you know, corroborate that. So I don't know the guy's name to this day. I don't give a shit. Well, whatever. Maybe we'll find out. But he walks over, and at that point I filmed because I couldn't believe the guy walked in the store. It just really did surprise me. It's like, whoa. And then the way Roger was talking to him, it was clear that he did know him. And he got some kind of milky drink that is minimal, $3. I mean, these guys gave me $2 coffee all the time. I get a latte, they only charge me $2 for it. And I was really friendly with these people at this place for years. And, you know, we talk our politics. It was my morning ritual. I was so lonely. I'm broke. Michael wouldn't let me sell my T-shirts there years ago. He wouldn't let me work there. But I always held out hope that, you know, the bulletin board or just talking to people. But anyway, the point is this guy got a milky drink. Roger only charged him $1.30, I think. And I filmed that just because I just like, you know, a quick draw with the camera. I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. It's like, well, Roger, are you lying to me? Because, you know, is he your friend too? You're giving him a little discount, whatever. You know, again, I'm not catching anybody at the discount, but it's like, what's going on here? And that guy called the police on me also, I think, guessing by what Peggy was saying. But Peggy wasn't even there. So a half an hour later, I'm sitting at a table with my coffee with Mike, the electrician, and his 2 kids. We're talking about putting a heater in Court Sports down in Elmsford. The guy was going to let me try to teach yoga there. I'd just come back from training. It was about September, early September 2007. And I had been stopped from working. I was getting fat already. I came home all skinny, and 2 months later I was on a brownie diet, and I didn't know you could gain weight so fast. I put on 50 pounds or more by December. It was Mama Cath again. But the point is, I'm not going to have time now, but I'm going to let this play out.
She's leaving now.
And she says she's about to leave.
Okay, I got to put